Alright, in this tutorial we're going to teach you how to use MU's Dynamic NPC Replacer. And to make it easy for me, I completely ignored the all parameters file as I didn't quite understand it. However, I did use the base parameters. So let me show you in here real quick. Yeah, the all parameters, I actually made a mo hidden file, or you could remove it. But if you understand how to use the all parameters, then by all means go for it. So these right here are built off base parameters. Okay, so there's two ways you can do this. You can find a preset on the Nexus that has an exported preset already. So it needs to have a DDS and a J slot. So you can find the preset that already has that. So we're gonna change this character right here. We're gonna make Delphine look like this character here. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can either find one on the Nexus or export your race menu presets, which I'll show you how to do later. So what you would do is you would download anything you like, and then you would install it. We're going to make sure it's ticked. That way it's activated. And with the base parameter file that's already in here, what you would do is you would rename it. So we're going to copy this, paste this. We're going to make another file here. And we're just going to name this Delphine. Alright, now that we're in here, see, once you get the original base file, all of this right here, this is the correct way to do it. It's already correct. So all you would do is simply get this right here. You'd copy this, the DDS file, just the name, and you would, boom, paste it. And then you get the J slot, which is in the preset. Here we go. Get the J slot here, and then you would copy this over. Boom. And now we want to change Delphine, right? So what you would do is you would go into Xedit, or you can, if you're using a NPC from Skyrim, you can actually look up the ID on the internet, and it needs to be the base ID, not the ref ID, but the base ID. So yeah, if you're using a NPC that's in Skyrim, you can just look it up on the internet. What you need is the base ID. You copy these. You don't copy the 000. I mean, so all you do is copy that, and you do 0x, and you put this paste here. And there we go. Now, that is technically all you would need to do, unless you wanted to change Delphine's race to a Breton, Nord. Then you just find the IDs for races in Xedit or the internet, whichever one. So if we get in game, Delphine should look like this. And I will link a page in the description. But here's all the races in Skyrim and their IDs. So if I wanted to, I mean, for Delphine, you probably don't want to turn her into an Argonian and then have her look like, I don't know if that would work. But you can probably go with any of the human races, or even Breton even, and still have her look like she should. So right now we have Delphine turned into an Imperial at the moment. And then you can change your weight, height, and so on and so forth. So let's check in game. Also make sure you save. Here's an example of the mod working right here. I actually have Vigilant Tyrannus as one of my previous characters, Sol Invictus. I'm gonna change his name too. But yeah, here's an example of the mod working. Now let's go check Delphine. I made a quick mistake on Delphine. I forgot to turn her gender back into female. Yep, that's my mistake. So she was a male in game. That's why I was looking for her. I was like, where'd she go? But yeah, gotta change her back.
Need some more, eh?
Alright, now that I've changed her into
You've
a
had
female,
more than enough. Besides, you still haven't paid for the last
as you
one.
can see, she looks like
I'll find some coin for you. I always do.
the character we just changed her to.
Until
Let me
then,
see if I
I've
can
no way
move her over here real quick
for you.
and talk to her.
We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood.
There you go. Now Delphine looks like the character we just downloaded off the Nexus. So it's pretty simple. I don't know, I might actually keep that. Then again, it doesn't really look like her. I don't know, I might keep it though, to be honest. Maybe she'll be less insufferable. But that's how you would do that. So essentially, in it avoids, there's no zero conflicts. So essentially, you could do all the face presets that people make, like Pandorable. Essentially, you can make your own in race menu and then make a preset a face overhaul for the entire game with zero conflicts. Not one conflict. You won't even need a patch. So if I wanted to take this character here, I would sculpt and then export head, and then you'd have all the files to make this character look like this could be a new Yorlin Greyman once we export the head here. You want to export the head, and then there you go. You export. John Black Smooth. Accept. And the head has now been exported. If you're in Mod Organizer 2, it's going to go to your overwrite folder, and then here's the files you need right here, and then you would follow the same steps. So I hope I made it easy enough, and there's also an example file in the dynamic replacers files. That's how I learned how to do it, is you can just look at the example file and you should be good. But I hope the video made enough sense, and we'll see you next time.